U.S. Senator from Maine Angus King, among other senators, as they grilled Trump administration officials about the recent security breach.
Sensitive military information was shared in a group text chat, which included security leaders as well as a journalist with The Atlantic. NBC's Alice Barr has more as President Trump is standing by his team.
There's been no apology.
On Capitol Hill, growing outrage over that Signal group chat between top U.S. officials discussing sensitive details of impending airstrikes in Yemen, with a journalist inadvertently added.
This sloppiness, this incompetence, this disrespect for our intelligence agencies and the personnel who work for them is entirely unacceptable.
While from the White House, President Trump overnight downplayed the discussions.
There was no problem, and the attack was a tremendous success.
National Security Advisor Mike Waltz acknowledging he created the Signal thread.
I take full responsibility. I built the group.
That somehow invited The Atlantic magazine's top editor, Jeffrey Goldberg.
We've got the best technical minds looking at how this happened.
Goldberg says the chat included Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, reporting that Hegseth texted information, quote, about targets, weapons the U.S. would be deploying, and attack sequencing 2 hours before U.S. strikes on the Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen.
Nobody's texting more plans. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Goldberg disputes that, saying he may release more of the messages.
We take national security information seriously.
Also on the thread, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard and CIA Director John Radcliffe, who faced a grilling in a Senate hearing, both denying any information in the chat was classified.
My communications, to be clear, in a Signal message group were entirely permissible and lawful.
There was no classified material that was shared in that.
So then if there was no classified material, share it with the committee. You can't have it both ways. These are important jobs. This is our national security.
As calls for an investigation grow louder. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.